Dear students, welcome to SRK classes. Today I am discussing about Werner theory of complexes, which is one of the important theory in complex compounds. The brief introduction part of Werner theory of complexes. Before Werner, there are so many complex compounds, but all are extracted from natural source. For example, hemoglobin, chlorophyll, vitamin B12, etc. Vitamin B12 is synthetically prepared, first two are naturally occurring. Therefore, Werner was the first scientist who prepared four cobalt complexes in the laboratory. Therefore, all complexes are generally called as Werner complexes. I repeat once again, before Werner, there were so many complex compounds which are extracted from natural source. Werner was the first scientist who prepared four cobalt complexes in the laboratory. That's why all complexes are generally called as Werner complexes. And Werner is considered to be father of coordination chemistry. And according to this Werner theory, the formation of any complex compound, central metal ion, possesses two types of valencies. Alright, one of the complex compound which is prepared in the laboratory by Werner, CO, Cl3, 6NH3. This is one of the important cobalt complex which is prepared in the laboratory. According to Werner's theory, in the formation of a complex compound, this is called a central metal ion, shows two types of valencies, namely primary valency and these are called secondary valency. So the formation of complex compound, central metal ion shows two types of valencies, namely primary and secondary valency. What are the differences between these two? First, let us say primary valencies. First condition is primary valencies are generally called as ionizable valencies. Means what? When a complex compound dissolved in water, only primary valencies undergoes ionization. Therefore, they are said to be ionizable valencies. And secondary valencies are said to be non-ionizable valencies. Means when a complex compound dissolved in water, secondary valencies does not undergo ionization. Therefore, they are said to be non-ionizable valencies. And second difference is primary valencies are satisfied by negative ligands such as Cl minus, Br minus, Cn minus, OH minus, etc. Whereas secondary valencies are satisfied by any type of ligand. It can be negative or neutral, sometimes cationic ligands. That is the second difference. Third difference is primary valencies corresponds to the oxidation state of metal, which means if central metal is attached with three primary valencies, oxidation state of metal will be 3. And secondary valencies correspond to the coordination number. Number of secondary valencies is equal to the coordination number. Fourth one, primary valencies are attached with the central metal ion by dotted lines, whereas secondary valencies are attached with the central metal ion by thick lines. These are the four major differences between primary as well as secondary valencies. Let us apply those four applications of ligands here. Now I am writing, this is Werner molecular formula. Now I am writing Werner representation formula. Cobalt is the central atom. I am writing cobalt. Secondary valencies are 6. Always secondary valencies are represented with what? Thick lines. Therefore, 6 thick lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nitrogen is a donor. You write nitrogen is attached with the central metal ion. NH3, NH3, NH3 and NH3. These are the secondary valencies. How many primary valencies are there? 3. Primary valencies are attached with the central metal ion by dotted lines. You can write any way. These are the primary valencies. Sometimes we'll write the negative charge, sometimes we'll simply write Cl only. So this is called as Werner representation formula. Now look at here. In the formation of a complex compound, central metal ion shows two types of valencies. Dotted line is called as the primary valency, thick lines is called as secondary valencies. Second one, primary valencies are called as ionizable, means when they dissolve in water they undergoes dissociation. Secondary valencies are non-ionizable. Third important one, number of primary valencies is equal to what? Oxidation state. Therefore, in this complex compound, oxidation state of cobalt will be 3. Secondary valencies is equal to the coordination number. 6 thick lines are there. Therefore, coordination number of cobalt will be 6. But some cases, in some complex compound, primary valency shows dual nature. Means what? Sometimes they satisfy the primary as well as secondary valency. I'm taking the second example. COCl3 dot 5NH3. This is the Werner formula of cobalt complex. Now I'm writing the Werner representation formula. Cobalt. Coordination number of cobalt is 6. Therefore, I have write the 6 thick lines. These are the 6 thick lines. 5 are ammonia molecules. NH3, 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 and NH3. But coordination number of cobalt is 6. Therefore, I have write Cl. How many left out? 2 are there. Therefore, I have write 2 dotted lines. This is one dotted line, this is another one. Now, here, this Cl shows dual nature, which satisfies the primary as well as secondary valency. Coordination number 6, thick line I have represented, but oxidation state of cobalt is 3. Therefore, I have tried what? Dotted line. So, in some complex compound, primary valency shows dual nature, which satisfies the primary as well as secondary valency. Here, oxidation state of cobalt is +3. Coordination number is 6. So therefore, here the Cl shows dual nature. These are the few important postulates of Werner theory of complexes. Thank you. Any minutes everyone.